outward components, so arms, legs, in the next upcoming week. So today we'll focus on our spine and we'll bring life into it, and we'll do lots of movement, sitting mostly. So make sure you sit comfortably cross-legged on a pillow. I highly recommend getting something to sit on, just grab something. And so today will be mainly sitting, mainly core stuff, lots of twisting, moving, and in all of these half an hours, I will do a seated meditation at the end. When we go back to hour, we'll do a full meditation, shavasana. But for these short classes, we'll just close our eyes sitting, and we'll end that way. So hopefully that sounds good for you. We're going to get started. So make sure you're sitting somewhere comfortable. I'm going to go ahead and mute you guys. Do that. 1 second. Mute. Okay. So hopefully I'm on the screen, and then I'm recording as well, the speaker. Okay. Right, so sit comfortably, cross-legged. On a prop, on a pillow. So as you sit, find your evenness in your body, symmetry. Okay, so symmetry starting in and working out. Let's rest our hands on our legs, hands down. Sit up really tall. So if I say sit up tall, we all pull the shoulders back, stomach kind of sticks out. So we can do that, and then we can settle into our sit bones. So then let your belly rest inward, let the weight come down into your sit bones. Keep your chest open. And we'll breathe here. We'll do 3 cycles of breath to begin. Breathing fully in, it's a nice enriched, enlivened breath in. If you feel like breathing out of your mouth, you can do that, or breathe out through your mouth or a nose. Hear your breath, breathe in. Let it open your body. Last time, breathe in, full inhalation, and pause at the top of the inhalation. Just add a little bit of space. And then we'll let that out. Good, we're gonna start moving from the center. So you can bring a hand to your navel and bring the movement there, like stirring a big pot. Start with your base. Maybe add a little bit of pressure into your tummy to push back and feel your sit bones. So once you feel that movement in the base of your spine, you can bring your hands back to your knees. Little spirals. Okay, so we'll stay here. We'll move. If you want to close your eyes, you can. Let's find our breath. So breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. If you're stuffed up, use your mouth. Let's start to spiral a little bit bigger, moving your chest forward a bit more and back and round. Good. Carry that movement up higher into your shoulders. This is where I feel like we go to 80s. Let the shoulders go. Good. Channel your best Whitney Houston. Good. Breathe, move. Move your neck. And feel the variety of spirals as you move your base. Is it the same as what's happening in your neck? Or maybe it's different. Good. Tune into your breathing now. We'll do one more inhalation, one more exhalation. And as you exhale, so no rush, just giving you the instructions, slow the movement down. And then like a tick-tock movement, we're going to move left to right, sway like seagrass. Good. Turn your head, move your neck. Good. Feel into your shoulders. Good. And find yourself in 3 more breaths. So a cycle of breath for 1. And move into this movement with 3 more breaths. Good. We're going to slow down on that last exhalation. Come back to the center. Take your time. Change the cross of your legs. Swift change. Good. And we're going to spiral the other way. I have to think, which way did you just do? You need to change it to go the other way. So now we're kind of on our non-favored side. Okay, so feel the difference. Start with the base. And breathe. So it's more than just a natural breath. Draw in a little bit more. So your natural breath is there, and then you take a little bit more in and a little bit more of a push out. Good. And then we're going to let that movement grow. So just move your chest forward, pull your navel in to come back. Good. And then feel into your shoulder blades. How can you move your back body? When we start to feel into the shoulder blades, your front shoulders will start to move. So let them go. Feel the head move. Good. And then we're going to start to slow this last one down. Breathe in. Pause. Breathe out. Find your way back to your center, sitting up tall. And then we're going to do that little tick-tock, but this time we're going to go with a little bit more energy in the arms. Okay, so we're going to come to one side, bring the hand down, reach the other hand up and over. Make sure you've got space on that side of the neck. So bend the bottom elbow, bend, reach, and stretch. Now look up at the top hand. Now move the wrist. Good. Now breathe in, open up your chest to the sky. So breathe in, come off the bottom hand as you breathe out, over to the other side. We'll spend, 1 or 2 breaths here. Lovely. Oh, it looks so nice. All of us in harmony. Okay, open up this area. So bend the elbow. Yeah. Spread your fingers out. So all these little joints, encourage them to open up. Okay, feel into the fingertip pad of the hand. You can look down at the bottom hand, tuck your chin under, feel into your head, move it around. And then we're going to take our gaze up. Look up. And then open up this top shoulder, so the chest opens. Breathe in here. Good. Let's move to the other side. Exhale. Good. So now let's move with a little bit more rhythm. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Where is your breath? Connect with the breath and make it as even as you can make it. So breathe in, straight, even inhalation. Add a little space at the top. Exhale the same way. Sometimes I feel like that exhale is like an ah. Good. Maybe get a sense for as you move, we're moving the same way. So we're not changing things up. So you can focus on your inside of your body, your center, feel into your base where we started, below your navel. What's happening there? Stretch through that area, open it up. Maybe out a little bit as you work your way up. You can start to move your neck a little bit more, find the freedom. Let's do one more on each side, okay, without rushing it. We'll all meet in the middle. Stretch your arms out, open up your hands, spread the fingers, and then feel like you're pulling your elbows back so the chest lifts up, and then we're gonna look up. Good, let's breathe in there. Reach the fingertips out wide, lean back. Good, nice breath in again, another one. And then exhale. Good, we'll lift up our knees if we need to stretch our legs out. Okay. So I've been doing this a lot lately. I'll show you from the side. You can come off your pillows and your blocks now because we're going to come into lower core. Lift up a leg and really flick it out. So you know centripetal force. So it starts in the center and it makes its way out. That's why when something happens, an impact, shoes fly off because we've got so many spirals in our body that there's power there. So we can move all that, move our extremities. And the more we move in the center, the better the quality of movement happens through all of our limbs. Okay, so that's why we start in the middle and then we work out. Okay, why don't we straighten our legs? See my legs, point and flex, point, flex, point, flex. And then circle. And then lift up a leg, throw it around. You feel the meat and the bone. And then do the other one. If anybody runs, this is a really good stretch, kind of way to loosen up after a run and before even. Okay, lovely. Let's bring our feet flat to the floor. We're going to hug ourselves, hug in. Squeeze in, lengthen your spine. Feel the back of your head lift up to the sky and tuck your chin under. Good, plug the shoulders into the back body. Give yourself one last squeeze. Squeeze it in. And then let it go. We're gonna come into a modified boat pose. Here we are. I'm gonna take my socks off. Okay, so seated cat-cow. So feet are a little bit wider than hips, holding onto our knees. Pull the shoulders back. Sit up, and we're gonna open up the front body, look up. Breathe in here. And then as we exhale, we're holding onto our knees, and we're gonna lower back. Okay, so lower back, tuck the tailbone. That's it. So breathe in, the base ripples forward, the shoulders plug in, and we look up. Exhale, straighten your elbows, round the body. Good, and move with your breath. Full inhalation. And as you exhale, draw your navel in. And when you're finished with the breath, it's totally out of left your body. Squeeze your tummy muscles. Good, breathe in. Can you lean back further than your comfort zone? Just open up that knee space. Open your throat, feel the skin stretch. You can have a play around with that. Good, so we'll keep moving the same way. We're gonna just add to this. You guys kind of know this because you've been coming, a lot of you know these movements. We're just simply letting go of our hands, dipping back. Inhale, knees are there. So this is for everybody. This kind of practice, you can always hold on to your knees if your lower back is not having it. If you're having any kind of issues there recently, you keep holding on the knees. Otherwise, we can start to play. Okay, we can breathe in and straighten our legs even. Lift up. This is a big full movement. Exhale. Lean back, bend your knees in. Open up. We're going to repeat this for another minute. So come into your zone. Good. Can you hear your breath? You want to be able to hear the quality of your breath. Good. So we're keeping the same movement now. I'm going to ask you to find your way back into that center where we started and feel what's going on there. Notice this feeling that everything originates there. And then as you open up, it's like expansion in all directions. Let's do this 3 more times. Just so we're going to hold the last one. Pick a space that is challenging but not going to kill you. I'm going to pick here. So hold. And then we play with the feet coming up. Yeah. And then let's get our chest to open. You can hold on to the back of the legs first. Open up. And then we're going to let go. Okay, hold it. One more breath in. One more breath out. Good. Slide your legs. Come into a forward fold. Start out with your hands on your knees. Navel in. And then we're going to fold in. Okay. Roll your shoulders. Okay. Keep your head lifted. Look at your toes. Okay. We're going to turn this into a twist. So bring your feet together if they're not. Bring your left hand onto the outside of your right leg. You can lift up the leg too and tuck it under. If you can reach your foot, go for the outside of that foot, but don't crane yourself trying to get there. Yeah. So modify, lift up, opposite hand behind, and twist. So you're looking over that right shoulder. You can always do this on the other side too. So just a simple twist. Okay. Now find your center. Pull it in. There's a little bit of a tummy coming inward. Good. Breathe. Okay, start to move your right shoulder, and that right hand's going to come off the floor. Okay, so we're going to start to move our right arm. If you don't have the space, you can move it to have your hand on your shoulder and move just the shoulder. If you've got room around you, circle the arm. Follow that movement with your eyes. So the head starts to circle. Do a couple more, breathe. Good. Now, let your hand find your back. That same hand that was moving. Push into your back and look over that shoulder. I'm going to move our head a little bit. Good. And then look at your feet. We're going to fold forward. We're going to take it on to the other side. So enjoy yourself in that forward fold. One more breath. Inhale, exhale. Good. So now we're switching sides. So just doing the opposite way. So I have my left hand on my sacrum, right hand on the outside of my leg, or on the outside of the foot. Okay. Feel your way into your belly, navel. Pull that left shoulder back. Look back towards that shoulder. Look over the shoulder. Look, I see my kids at school over there. Yay. Way back there. Good. Roll your shoulder. And then we're going to release that hand and circle around. Good. Where's your breath? Make it deep. Good. Big sweeping breath in and out. And then we're going to find that lower back, sacrum, rest our hand on it. Enjoy one big opener. So breathe in, open, lean back, look back. Stay here on the exhalation, maybe melt into that space. Good. And then we'll come out and then we'll drop into our forward fold. Just let yourself drop in. No analyzing, over analyzing, just fold in. Tuck your chin under, stretch the back of your neck. Good. Stay here, but let your legs, hands find your legs. Push them into your legs and let that lift your torso up. Good. So you're coming up like the letter L. Okay, so we're going to come onto our backs. Okay, coming here. Bring your knees up. You want to feel your lower back making a connection on the floor. Okay, so adjust. Okay, hug your knees in. Okay, so bring your attention into that area in your navel. Okay, the center. Okay, so we're going to do that thing I always say, it's like a big explosion. Okay, so as you breathe in, you let your arms release and you let the legs go. So this can be, you can start with the legs sliding on the mat. Mind the space around you. And then exhale, navel, navel. Everything draws back to the navel. So you come back into that little curled in space from the navel. So inhale. The legs will eventually be squeezing at the thighs. The toes are kind of flexing and pointing. The fingers are wide. And then you can lean your head back like as if you're looking over your fingers. Exhale, draw in from the navel. And try different breathing. You know, we talk about breathing in and out of the nose sometimes, especially through all this uncertainty, crazy times. And just letting out that stale breath through the mouth feels right. So do what feels right for your body. And you can test it and feel what it feels like. Sometimes it's like, oh yeah, that's good. So exhale, big. You want to start to feel you're building a bit of strength in your core. So play around with your edge. Don't be too safe. Know that you've got so much power. Starting in from that navel. We're going to do this one more time. Inhale, expand. Spread the fingers, really firm up the legs, and then exhale, draw it all in and hold. Okay. Adjust your lower back. So it's pressing on the floor. Let go of one leg, stretch it out. Hug the other one in. Feel your hip crease, pull it in, lift your head and shoulders off the mat. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. So my extended leg is hovering. And then we're going to change. Grab the other leg, change it up. Now that extended leg, squeeze the thigh muscle. Squeeze it. Yeah. Okay, and the other knee, pull it in and plug your shoulders into your back. So my head and shoulders are lifted. Make sure you're lifted up. Okay, come back to the first side. Now we're going to change. We're going to bring our head and shoulders are lifted. So we're going to support them with our hands. So make a nest with your hands. Hold your head, back of your head, cradled. Okay, so you know there's all these variations. More support on your lower back, stronger on the core, more demanding here. Okay, with the bent knee in, you have a bit of support on the lower back. So we're gonna change. So think of big bicycle pedaling. So change. Lift your head and shoulders a little bit higher. So change. Okay, feel into your core. So here's where you can really add something powerful in your navel. Pull the back of your body down towards the floor. Lower back pressing, belly drawing in. Ooh, it's a real wake-up call. Good. Can you relax your throat? Front throat relaxed, open it up, feel into the navel. Okay, let's do one more on each side. You can walk across if you need to, Kate, if you need to go. Okay. And then we're gonna hug in. I can't wait to hug you guys, by the way. A big queue of a hug session. Can you imagine? Oh, floods of tears. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing, but add a twist. So we'll support the back of your head, keep your knees bent, feel into your belly, and let your lower back feel the floor. And then when you start to extend one leg out, feel the lower back still on the floor, head and shoulders lifted. And you're gonna turn to touch opposite elbow to that bent knee. Okay, this is where the legs kick out. So one leg kicks out and then we change. Kick the leg out and push the elbow into the inner knee. Ooh, you feel that. Okay, you want to feel. It's not pain, it's life. Life coming back into these frozen little parts. So it's a good thing. It's juicing you guys up. So if you want a little bit easier, the leg can come up higher. Okay. Good. Feel into the front of your throat. Let it be open. It's not squeezing, not all wrinkled up. Good. Nearly there. Press the lower back. Good. We're going to finish up one more on each side. Hopefully you feel that. Good. Bring both knees in. Hug in. We're going to do our little explosion out. So breathe in, let it go. And stay here, exhale. Ah. Good, open your eyes and blink them. Good, now well, let's lift our arms and just shake them out. Shake out the elbows, like you're flicking water off your hands. Shoulder, one at a time. Both sides. Good, and then bend the knee up and do the same thing on the legs. You flick out. You know, left to right as much as kick. Yeah, and then change legs. I get little pops in my knee. Sometimes you might feel that too. And some people are just a bit poppy and crunchy. It's just normal for some. Okay, we're going to cross our ankles. We're going to come up back to sitting. And some of you might want to roll to the side. Perfectly fine. Okay, come back to your feet. Sit cross-legged, sit in your most comfortable position. And when you get here, take your time. We're all going to start to circle just to finish. Circle the hips, shoulders, head. Go the other way. Good. Take a moment to come into yourself. Feel how you're moving. Good. And for these last couple breaths, make them slow, as if your body's trying to find its equal spot to settle in. like a metronome. Okay, be tall in your spine, settled in your hips. Good. Bring your hands into prayer. Bring them into your chest. Close your eyes if you're comfortable, or just give your eyes a dreamy stare. Good. With your fingers and thumbs at your heart, breathe into that space. Let's draw on a nice, big, juicy, energetic breath. Let it in and out. Let's do one more. Breathe in. Flicker your eyes open. We're going to send our hands up. Breathe in. Take a big stretch up. Squeeze your elbows. So morning stretch. Think morning stretch. And then exhale them wide. And thank you so much. It's so nice to see all your faces. I hope that was good. You can go listen to your 80s music.